Hi, my Facebook family and friends. This is Myra again, having a little chat, jumping on for a quick little live for Brown Cherub's Love Zone. It's a Saturday, and I've got a little quick little live to share with you guys. First of all, I just want to big up Ocean Wisdom for his new video 4 a.m. where I play a small extras role, which is so cute. I played the role of his mom, and I get some massive angel wings. I've shared the video on my page, but you can also find it on YouTube. It's doing really, really well, so look out for me. And if you do see me, then give it a comment and a little share. So it's very exciting. It's my first music video. So let's hope there are many more to come. Sorry, this shake. I think I'm shaking a little bit. So yeah, just wanted to big up that and give it a little push. Not that he needs a push from me. He's doing very well. He's our little Ocean Wisdom. So anyway, I've got to mention him and get involved. So my live for today is about energy, and I wanted to talk about energy because obviously Brown Cherub's Love Zone is about attraction, relationships and love, and energy and vibration does play a part in that. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the idea of how energy and vibration can work when looking for a partner, and how you can kind of read that. So I'm just going to try and explain it. Okay, so I'm quite a spiritual person. I'm just going to explain it a little bit. I'm quite a spiritual person, and I'm also quite a religious person, and religion and spirituality aren't the same things at all. Spirituality talks more about a general source, maybe rather than a specific source with a specific name and a specific prophet. Hi Janet, you so nice to see you jumping on my little lives. Hi Angela, nice to see you, welcome. And obviously where religion talks about specific source, give the source a particular name, and you would choose to follow a particular prophet or deity from that particular religious group. But with spirituality, it's more general, and it talks in terms of oneness of everything and how everything's connected, and vibration and energy. And so today I'm just warning people that I'm going to talk to you about vibration and energy and how you can use that as a tool for attraction, because that's what Brown Cherub's Love Zone is all about, teaching people about how to use certain skills and certain tips, giving hints and suggestions so you can put them all in a nice little toolbox, and when you're out and about living your life, you can employ these skills and tips as and when you feel you might need them, as and when they might be useful. The group is a free Facebook page. All you have to do is message me and I will add you, and it's for singles who are seriously now ready to mingle, or anybody who is interested in learning new communication skills and skills about attraction, relationships. And these relationships could be with your children, it could be with relatives, it could be with work colleagues. I use it to try and attract new clients because I'm a life coach, and so I found it really useful. And it's not just about falling in love romantically, it's about falling in love with yourself and with life in general. So I always like to give a quick little brief about what Brown Cherub's Love Zone is about, just for people who might be new to my live. So thank you for joining me. So today I wanted to talk, as I said, about vibration and energy. Now, trying to say this in a way that doesn't offend anybody, but you know what? I'm not even going to overthink it too much. I'm just going to go for it. If you're offended, I do apologise. There's no offence intended. But what I would say is different people have different types of levels of energy, or use their energy in different ways. Some people have high energy and some people have a lower level of energy, and you can, or vibration, similar thing. Now I have high vibration, and you can tell that a person has high vibration in a few very simple ways. You can tell if you're out and about, so I can give you an example, or a scenario. If you're out and about and you see a person who has high energy, you'll know that because they'll be moving quickly, hopping about. You can see with certain children, they'll be hopping about, they'll be moving, they'll be twitching, they'll be the person who goes to get stuff, and they talk fast. So that's one of your ways to tell whether somebody is high energy, and you can do this kind of evaluation on yourself. I talk really, really fast. I'm a very quick thinker. When I'm making decisions, I know what I'm going to do before the person's even finished speaking. When somebody's talking to me, I've already got my answer before they've even finished saying their sentence. And they'll probably be one of these people who finishes, just checking the time so I don't take too long, they're one of these people who probably finishes people's sentences for them, because to them the person's taking too long to get to their point. They're probably the person who will say things like, this is long or this is boring, because they're high energy and they're fast vibrating. So they want things done yesterday. They can maybe seem impatient. They can seem a little bit, I was going to say erratic, but not erratic in a sense like they're not thinking straight, but erratic in that they want to do this and then they want to do that and then they want to do something else and they want to go here and they want to go there, and if you try this and if you try that, and shall we go here and shall we go there? And these are high energy people. Now the lower energy people, and that's not to say there's anything right or wrong with either high energy or low energy, I'm just trying to show you which is which and for you to try and think about which type you are. So the low energy people are the people who take a little bit longer to do something, like things to be done in a specific way, like things to be done properly, like to start something and finish it. High energy people just like to start. They aren't worried about what happens at the end. They just want to get it started, and then once they've started something, they want to start something else. And then they're not necessarily so worried about the outcome or the finish. The start of something is more important to them than the finish of it. With a lower energy person or vibrational person, they're more interested in the finish of the thing. They want to see that it's finished and that it's finished properly. And so because of that, they'll probably take longer to start it, because they want to know that when they've started it, they can finish it and finish it properly. So you might already have started to think which type of person you are, and different people might be coming to mind that you might know who fit into either of these categories. Lower vibrational people, or lower, and I'm not talking about vibration in terms of spiritual awakening, I'm talking about vibration in terms of your energy level that you display. So lower energy people tend to speak slower, tend to speak with a sort of calmer or deeper tone of voice, think very carefully about decisions they make or answers they're going to give. And if you know the story of the hare and the tortoise, then the hare was high energy, that high energy energizer bunny that's kind of hopping, running, doing. And then the slower energy people are more like the tortoise, just taking their time. There is no rush, everything will get done in the end. Let's just do it properly, let's just have some calm, let's just think it through. These are the type of phrases that you might hear from the lower energy or lower vibrational person. You've already decided, Jan. Yeah, I'm fast as well. I can't help it. It's just the way I am. And you will hear the lower energy or the lower vibrational people saying things like, just slow down, just take your time, just think about it. And for the fast energy people, we're thinking, I've already thought about it, I already know what I want, I've already made my decision. Because we don't have to hear everything to know. We have a sense of what we like right from the beginning. We don't we've already, and if we decide to change our mind, then we're happy just to say, oh, I've changed my mind now, and just flitter onto something else. Whereas lower energy or lower vibrational people will be more like, not that they don't want to change their mind, they just want to have made the right decision in the first place, and that's important to them. So they will take more time to come to that decision. So the reason I'm saying this is when you're out and about and you're meeting people, you can get a sense of what type of vibrational energy that person displays from the tips that I've just given you, the things that they might say, things that they how they talk about things, like, oh, I did this yesterday, blah, 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 the rate of the pace of their speech pattern, and even like their blink, they're blinking fast, and it's like, to a slow vibrational person, these people must look like we're on drugs. We must just look like we're high, and we talk loud and we talk fast, and we're laughing, ha 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 ha. We're just buzzing. And then for me, like, people who are on a lower vibration or slower energy look like they're in slow motion. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's like watching a sloth move. It's weird. So you might have noticed there's these different type of people. Yeah, Jan said she's high energy. Now, even though I'm high energy, I'm quite a lazy person. So I'm the sort of person who want to sit and tell people, you do this, you do that, you go and get that, you put that back, so I'm, I will direct people. So having high energy in a spiritual sense is not the same as having high energy in a physical sense. I won't move unless they have to move. And that's just the type of person I am as well. So, I'm just trying to clarify the difference. So when you're out and about, you can notice these people. When you're talking to people, you'll be able to identify these people. Now, what's important moving forward into a relationship and with attraction is choosing the right sort of person. Now, you might say opposites attract, or you might say that similar people attract. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you probably can change. I'm not sure. But, yeah, that's a good point, Jan. But it's about where you are now and moving forward. I suppose that's more important. So, I'm not necessarily saying be with somebody that's the same as you, or saying be with somebody that's the opposite to you. What I'm saying is be conscious of what you are and what your partner is. In the past, I've dated men who are fast like me, and I tell you, it is like a roller coaster. It is fast, 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 fast. Everything's just moving, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do this, and we're going to do that. So you maybe can burn out. Is probably is what I'm saying. You can burn out, but when you burn out, you just rest and just take your time to refuel. Or you can go with somebody that's opposite to you. Now, I'm currently with my husband, and he is opposite to me. And, we've managed to make it work, but I do find it really frustrating. Because when I ask him something and I want an answer, and I can see him thinking about it and churning it over, and sometimes he'll go and do something else. And I'm saying, did you hear me? And he's like, yes, I heard you. And I'm like, can you answer me? And he's like, yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Give me a minute to think about it, Myra. What's the rush? And I'm like, it's not like there's a time limit on this thing, but I'd like an answer. And he's like, I just want to give you the right answer. I just want to think things through. And then he'll go and research it, or he'll Google it. And I'm like, what? This is just maybe about where we should go out to eat. This isn't life-changing stuff. And I'm not mocking him. I'm just giving you an example of how that looks when you've got two people who are quite different. And to an extent, I allow him that because I find it quite comforting, because I know he's kind of doing the legwork. I know he's researching things. I know he's looking at different options and making sure he makes the best informed decision. This time I could have all gone to the place, eat my food, pay, and come back home, and my man still hasn't even decided. But this is what I mean about the difference between the high energy people and the lower energy people. It can be different. So it can be that people need to be brought a little bit back down to earth and be a little bit more grounded, and that's where those lower vibrational people are very, very useful and positive and can help. And sometimes those lower vibrational people, because they think and overthink and churn and check and all that sort of stuff, sometimes they do need a higher energy person just say, let's just do it. Let's just not worry about it anymore. Let's just not have to cross all those I's and cross all those T's and dot all those I's. Let's just throw a little bit of caution to the wind and just go and just see what happens and take it from there. Yeah, so it's about you identifying what you are in the first instance, and what your energy level is like, and your vibration and where you're at. And then it's about thinking about what you need to complement you. you know, some people want to just take their time and just go for a nice leisurely stroll through the park. And if that's you, then and you're a low energy person, you probably would very much welcome a low energy partner. So you can just stay calm and, you know, take it easy together and just enjoy every moment to its full, and not be kind of racing through life trying to do some more and some more and some more. Another good example of this actually is Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. I watched a video of theirs once about their relationship, and Will is very much high energy, fast vibration. He wants to skydive, he wants to do this and do that and travel and see different places and explore the world and try things he hasn't tried before. And he was talking at the Red Table. Jada Pinkett has a Red Table talk. I'm going to finish soon. Has a Red Table talk where it's herself, Willow, and her mother around the table. So they get 3 different generations. And they invited Will as a guest. She invites different celebrity guests to the Red Table. I think you can find this on YouTube. And it's funny because Will was talking about how one Christmas, I think he had decided they would go off somewhere and do something interesting, exciting. And Jada was like, no, it's Christmas. We're all going to just do what we do every Christmas. And Will was there at the Red Table and he was saying, you know, and it just kills me. He said, I sit there and it just kills me. He said, we were wearing the same old tired Christmas jumpers. We all wearing the same old tired slippers. We all sit in the same old tired places. We eat the same old tired food. We drink the same old tired drink, and we singing the same old tired Christmas songs. And he was like, he was like literally going, oh, you know, it kills me to do that. And Jada was they was all laughing, and Jada was like, but it's Christmas, Will, and Christmas is time for tradition and family, and to take it easy and slow down and rest and relax and you know, and we can't be ramping around and doing things and travelling and not being home at Christmas. And Will was like, why not? And that to me was a really good example of the difference in their energy. But so what they've done, because they've committed to each other and their marriage and their family and their children, they take it in turns. So one Christmas they'll do what Will wants to do, one Christmas they'll do what Jada wants to do, one holiday they do what Jada wants to do, one holiday they do what Will wants to do, and they have found a way to compromise and make that work. And you know, and Jada's just like, you know, I don't want to go walking up some volcano to see what's inside the volcano. I don't care what's inside the volcano. And Will was like, Jada, it's just doing something new. It's just doing something different. It's just getting out in the world. There's so much of the world to see. What? And you could just hear from their conversation how different they are and how they've worked it out and how they've made themselves complement each other, and they allow each other to be. But you can see how easy it could be in a relationship where people didn't understand what was going on and the type of people they were, and how it could cause so much frustration and argument and fallout, and it could very quickly turn into, you know, arguing and abuse and resentment, and that relationship could very easily just mash up and break down. So my message for you today is just to consider where you're at. Always start with self-assessment. That's that, because you can't move beyond yourself. You're coming from your position. So always evaluate yourself first. Decide whether you're fast or slow. And then consider which would best complement you, somebody who matches you or somebody who complements you in terms of your energy. You know, if you need somebody that's calming and reassuring and, you know, takes their time, then you're looking for somebody who speaks slowly, blinks slowly, moves slowly, and you can pick up those mannerisms. You'll see them. If you want somebody to kind of put a bit of pep in your life and add a bit of excitement and add a bit of risk and all this sort of stuff and keep you on your toes, and, you know, tend to be, you know, really high energy people and funny and laughing and messing about. But some people don't like that. You know, people don't like silly people. So you can consider what would work for you, and then you can decide maybe a bit earlier on whether you can manage that. Because what we can't have is people getting into relationships trying to change the other person, expecting the other person to change to be like them. That is a recipe for disaster. You need to go into a relationship recognizing the type of person that they are, accepting them for what they are, and using what they are to complement and enhance who you are. If you are going into a relationship thinking, oh, he'll change or she'll change or I'll change them or maybe this or no, that's just not for you. And it's best to know that and accept that right from the get-go. So I hope you found that useful. I know it was very quick, but as I say, I am fast vibration, and so I can only ever be myself. And I do have people say, oh, you talk so fast, or, but you talk too much. And I'm just like, well, that's me. That's me in a bag of chips. You can love me or hate me. I'm like Marmite. You either love me or hate me. And that's absolutely fine. I'm now too old to even consider changing how I am to suit anybody else. So I've done okay with what I've through my life's journey, and I'm kind of pleased with where I'm at. So I'm gonna just stick to things the way I am, and I suggest anybody out there who's listening, you just do you and do the same, and recognise that when people are saying things like that to you, it's because they're from that other group. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're all allowed to be who we are. So that's it for this afternoon. It's afternoon still. I don't think I was too bad. Maybe around 20-minute mark. I'm not sure. I'll check after. If I have said anything that you've liked, do feel free to leave me a little emoji. If I have said something that you don't like, also still feel free to leave me an emoji. The comments have been wonderful. Thank you so much, Janet. Lovely to see you and to see that you're there and that you are, engaging with this. It's so much appreciated. If anybody thinks I've said anything that will benefit anybody else or is an answer to anybody else's question that they might have raised, then obviously feel free to share. So that's it for today. I'm out of breath. So have a great rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Love and light, and namaste. Bye.